Let's start with Charity. For months, she's been carrying a secret that could destroy not just one family, but multiple lives in the village. After Ross pressures her for clarity, Charity finally follows up on a DNA test, and what she discovers leaves her shaken. The baby she's carrying, thought to be for Sarah and Jacob, is actually hers and Ross's. Can you imagine the weight of that secret? But here's where it gets twisted. Charity doesn't confront Sarah. Instead, she makes a choice that will shock the village. She secretly arranges a termination. Chas, her closest confidant, urges her to be honest, sparking a heated argument that reveals the depth of Charity's guilt. And it's not just the moral struggle. Sarah, completely unaware, deepens Charity's torment by showing her a memory box she's creating for the baby and suggesting they write a welcome letter together. The tension is almost unbearable. Will Charity go through with ending the pregnancy? Or will guilt push her to confess at the worst possible moment? Every choice Charity makes is a ticking time bomb, threatening to explode at any second and change the course of every character's life in Emmerdale. April's dangerous move. Meanwhile, April is walking a tightrope with her family. After Leo's hospital scare, Rona lashes out, insisting April cannot stay under the same roof. Maron worries she'll be completely cut off, but April decides to take matters into her own hands. She pretends she'll stay with friends, only to end up at Ray's place, throwing Bob into a dilemma when he spots her at the bus stop with luggage. He invites her to stay at the B&B, but this only adds fuel to the fire. Rai, infuriated by the change in his influence over April, is poised to clash with anyone who gets in his way. Celia, overhearing Rona talk about April's living situation, supports Rona, convincing her to maintain the distance. Every interaction here is layered with tension, jealousy, and hidden motives. April's choices may seem small, but in Emmerdale, every move has consequences, and this one could have long-term ripple effects across the village. Gabby and Vinny's rocky road. Gabby and Vinny are also navigating turbulent waters. After admitting her marital troubles to Charles, Gabby is left feeling vulnerable. Charles, acting as a counselor, reminds them both how much they still care, giving viewers a glimmer of hope, but it doesn't last. Lewis confronts Vinny about acting too casually with Gabby, and while nothing inappropriate happens, Gabby walks in on a supportive hug and misinterprets it completely. It's a classic Emmerdale misunderstanding, but the stakes are high. One false assumption, and relationships can shatter instantly. The tension here is palpable, and every moment feels like the calm before a storm. Laurel's unexpected chaos. Chaos continues to reign when Jimmy floods the King home, forcing the entire family to move into Laurel's house. Laurel, known for her composure, struggles to keep things under control, while Jimmy sneaks away to relax by the pirate ship. The scene is not just comedic, it's layered with emotional tension. What starts as minor chaos quickly reveals cracks in family relationships and tests loyalties, and with the village always watching, secrets are bound to surface. Carl versus Lucas. The schoolyard showdown between Carl and Lucas escalates quickly, leaving Nicola to step in and lay down the law. Carl has grown closer to Clemmy, creating tension with Lucas that threatens to boil over. And then the police get involved. But here's the real twist. Someone called them. Who tipped off the authorities, and why? Every action in this village has consequences, and this one could trigger a chain reaction that no one saw coming. Belle and Cammy. Belle and Cammy continue to move fast in their relationship, enjoying each other's company and deepening their bond. But doubts begin to creep in. Have they rushed things too soon? Emmerdale isn't just about romance. It's about consequences. Every action, every choice, reverberates through the village. And when tensions are already high, even a small misstep can spiral out of control. Chas and Liam. Charity's drama isn't the only thing on Chas's mind. Preoccupied with the baby situation, she forgets about Liam's health worries. When she finally checks in, she finds him struggling with the challenges of being a patient rather than the doctor. This subplot is a subtle reminder of how interconnected everyone's lives are. One distraction can have devastating consequences, and Emmerdale thrives on showing that every choice matters. Bob and Celia. Finally, a lighter note. Bob and Celia reconcile after last week's awkwardness. Bob apologizes, Celia accepts, and even treats him to a coffee. In the midst of all this chaos, these small moments of reconciliation remind viewers that not all stories in Emmerdale end in heartbreak, although danger is never far away. Mandy Dingle's Christmas twist. And now, the big holiday bombshell. Lisa Riley, who plays Mandy Dingle, has teased an Emmerdale Christmas storyline unlike anything viewers have ever seen. Mandy, her husband Paddy Kirk, and his father Bear are at the heart of a dramatic plot that will carry from Christmas into January, building up to the historic Emmerdale Coronation Street crossover. Director Vicky Thomas, the mind behind the devastating limo crash, is at the helm, promising suspense, shocks, and emotional twists that could leave viewers gasping. Bear's recent strange behavior hints at something more sinister, or perhaps tragic on the horizon. Will his unexplained disappearance tie into an undiagnosed health issue, or is there something darker lurking beneath the surface? One thing is certain. Emmerdale fans will not see this coming, and when the holiday episodes hit, they will leave the village and viewers forever changed. Cain Dingle's disappearance and Jon's sinister plot. Finally, let's dive into perhaps the darkest thread of them all. Cain Dingle's sudden disappearance. Moira is frantic. Cain vanished without a trace after leaving the village, and there's no communication. Meanwhile, Caleb Milligan has secretly assisted Jon Sugdan in escaping justice after discovering Jon drafted an email exposing Anthony Fox's death. Here's where it gets chilling. Cain opposed freeing Jon, believing Nate's killer must face punishment. Caleb, taking matters into his own hands, struck Cain over the head, shoved him into the boot of his car, and smuggled Jon to the border. The pair narrowly avoided authorities, and Jon's dark secrets were revealed. He removed the scheduled email and confided in Caleb about Nate's hidden body. The fury among family members was immediate, with Aaron panicking at the thought of Jon returning for revenge. Cain, however, refuses to stand down. Packing his bag, he vows to track Jon down, come hell or high water. Jon's disturbing pattern of manipulation and violence has left a permanent mark on the village. From imprisoning Mackenzie Boyd to attempting to frame Robert Sugdan, Jon's actions have wreaked havoc. He caused Aaron to go into a coma, manipulated Charity's pregnancy secret, and even forced Cain into alcoholism. Nate's body, hidden since 2004, was only discovered after a slurry leak drained the frozen lake, a grim reminder of how long Emmerdale's darkest secrets can remain buried. As the week unfolds, viewers will be glued to every screen, wondering, will Cain find Jon? Will Jon claim another victim? Or will unexpected alliances shift the balance of power in the village forever? The stakes couldn't be higher, and this is exactly why next week's episodes promise to be the most thrilling, suspenseful, and shocking yet. Cliffhanger and outro. So, Emmerdale fans, we've just scratched the surface. Charity's secret, April's rebellion, Carl and Lucas's feud, the Christmas twists, and Cain vs. Jon, it's all leading to a week where no one is safe, and no secret remains hidden for long. Every storyline is intricately connected, and the suspense will keep you glued to your screens. Which twist do you think will shock the village the most? Will Charity confess? Or will she go through with the termination? Will Cain track down Jon before it's too late? And what about Mandy's holiday curveball? What secrets could Bear be hiding? If you're as hooked as I am, hit that like button, subscribe, and don't forget to click the bell icon. because we'll be breaking down every shocking moment, every secret revealed, and every twisted plotline as soon as it airs. And remember, in Emmerdale, trust no one, expect the unexpected, and brace yourself because next week the village will never be the same.